Good evening, everyone. We are live from the Hungarian for the SimRacingHub 2018 Hungarian Grand Prix. This is the last race before the summer break. Everybody's all poised to finish this first half of the year in a good stand. Alright, we're just seconds away from start of Q1. Sit back and relax. It's gonna be a long race. Alright, we are now in Q1. So, use the chat here for a second. Alright, so the track for this event is the famous Hungarian from the Eastern Bloc. In Budapest, Hungary, we'll be doing 70 laps around this very tight track. It's quite like Monaco, but with the walls apart. 33 degrees Celsius, sunny day, 4.3 kilometers, and we'll be using the super soft, the soft and the medium compound. So like I said, it's a very difficult track to overtake. Similar to Monaco, most of the action is gonna be turn 1 and probably turn 2. The rest is quite difficult. This is 14 turns. Strategy is very important in this race. Alright, so let's turn on the overlays and watch this qualifying number 1. Let's see, let's go with Ezequiel Montero. Usually fastest guy, Mr. Pole. Okay, let's see. Hopefully the audio is good tonight. I've been doing some touches to this audio setup. Alright, so purple sector 1 is for Acosta. Let's jump with him. Sorry if I don't talk too much. I am setting up my side computer here for the YouTube chat. Alright, so Costa is in P3. Let's go with Captain Cook. He's currently in the first knockout position, P11. For Cook. Currently on the bubble, David Carney, who came from last weekend. He was having a lot of issues with his graphics. Hopefully he can get a clean race tonight. The Ghost. He's in P11. He just got moved by Darren Fisher, his teammate. 19 cars on the server right now. There's Richard Haney pending an open session, as well as Tyler Yoon, and we might get to see Glenn Cooper later tonight. Hopefully he can make it on time. Carlos Reina moves into the top 10, currently in P9, and the man on the bubble is Argenis Riera. We got 2 penalized drivers for this race. Osvaldo Angelon has a 10 grid spot penalty, and Tyler Yoon is gonna have to start from the pit lane. See how the backmakers behave on this race, since it's difficult to overtake, and it's also difficult to lap drivers. Riera still looks like he's having internet issues because his car keeps moving, like warping. Okay, let's switch to another driver. 6 minutes to go in this first qualifying. Fisher is sitting outside of top 10. Still in top 12. See if Fisher can get a good lap on this one. Angelon, the only man in the 114. That's quite fast. Maybe we'll get to see Osvaldo claiming a pole position. Osvaldo has already 2 pole positions this year, 6 poles for Ezequiel Montero and 3 for Ivan Georgiev. Alright, so Fisher is only 0.003 of a second behind Argenis Riera, but that doesn't matter because Argenis is also outside of the top 10. See if Fisher can improve on this one. P12 is gonna come in 10 so far. He's moving to the next session. There is 4 minutes to go. Plenty of traffic ahead. So let's switch to Carlos Reina, finishing his lap. See Carlos Reina. Actually, he's starting his lap. Let's watch this lap. Traffic ahead, there's Aaron Jimenez. The blue flag is being waved at him. Worst possible section to find a car. See if it impacted his lap in a way. So if you're watching this race and you are not subscribed to the channel, please do so. That helps us build a community. Thank you very much for that. Okay, let's see if Reina can improve. He's actually dropping places. He's in P14. Didn't look like a good lap. Let's see if it's good for top 10. No, there's only one place gain. 2 minutes to go. He could come out of the pits with Newt. Oh, there's a massive crash. Cardoso and some Renault. Man on the bubble. OTTO Acosta. Moves up to 7th. So right now, drivers outside of Q2 are Sean Higgins, Aaron Jimenez, Carlos Reina, Roberto Shime, who's coming back from a 2-race vacation, David the Ghost Carney is in 15, Jeff Oppenheim 16, John Cook 17, Deuce Michaels 18, and Theodoros Esiroglu is sitting back there. For some reason hasn't recorded a lap yet. Worst place to start last. Not as bad as Monaco, but still pretty bad. Let's go with Higgins. He's coming out of the pits. Might rejoin him later. Cardoso is on the bubble. There is Cardoso starting his flying lap. He's now outside of the top 10. One minute to go. Cardoso may get another chance at another flyer. But those tires, if they're not brand new, they're not gonna give you the best lap times. Starting sector 3, Cardoso. Some traffic ahead. Aaron Jimenez not gonna do anything on him. Let's see if he can improve. Yellow flag down there. 7th. It's a good lap by Cardoso. I think the yellow flag came from Theodoros Esiroglu, who had very little practice coming into this race. We'll get to see what happens to him during the race. Jimenez is on the bubble. Time is up. This is the last lap for him. Fisher is in the garage, already settling for a P11. Sean Higgins. This is his flyer. Let's see if he can improve. In 12th spot now, Sean Higgins. Most of the drivers are finished. Okay. Let's see. Higgins 6. Great lap by Sean Higgins. Pushing Aaron Jimenez out. Fantastic job by Sean Higgins in the Haas. There's Aaron Jimenez finishing his lap. No improvement for Aaron Jimenez, and that's it. Looks like all the cars have finished their laps. Riera is heading into the pits, so it's time to move to Q2. Alright, here's where it gets real. Here we define who starts in pole position. so let's see who headed out first. Looks like Corey Mackey is gonna be the first car out. Okay. Track grid, this grip is actually just loaded now. That's why you saw that the weird dark spots around the track. Takes a while to load. So who's it gonna be this time? Will it be Ezekiel Montero once again, or will Ivan Georgiev claim his 4th pole position in a row? Maybe there's a surprise tonight. Maybe Corey Mackey will get P1. We'll see. Strategy is gonna play a role in this race, so let's pay attention to the tires as well. Mackey on the softest available, the super softs. He's about to start his flying lap. Alright, looks like Lynn Cooper is in TeamSpeak. Let's bring it over here. Hey Glenn.
How's it going, mate?
All good, man. How about you?
Alright, I'm just coming in now and just selecting the car.
Awesome, awesome. So yeah, you're gonna start from the back then.
Yeah, that's okay. I haven't had a lot of practice. I'm not bad on this track. I just haven't had a lot of practice. So
you should be good. Should be good.
Yeah.
Just stay away from Theodoros, because I think he had 4 laps only, and I don't know how he's gonna go this time.
Who's that?
Theodoros, the Mercedes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Beware, because you'll be starting next to him, I think.
Okay, mate.
Alright, good luck, mate. I'm gonna
Cheers,
move you.
mate. Thanks.
Alright, so that was Glenn Cooper. He's gonna be racing tonight, so that's gonna make it a full grid. Carlos Reina just left the server, but he was in P13, no change then. Okay, so Ivan Georgiev, purple sector 1, is purple sector 2 for Sanabria. Let's watch the sector 3 from Georgiev, and okay, he's in P1 with a 1:16.0. Not as fast as he could go. Sanabria knocks him out. Provisional pole for Montero's teammate. Looking forward to getting a good result tonight. Renault desperately needs it if they want to catch Ferrari. Alright, let's switch to Osvaldo Angelone. So on his out lap, he's about to start a flyer. Ezekiel Montero with a very bad lap time, 1:18.7. So provisional pole is going to Alejandro Sanabria temporarily. Alright, flying lap for Osvaldo Angelone. Let's watch this one. Minutes to go till we know who's gonna be pole position on this track. Osvaldo Angelone sets purple sector 1. Currently on P9, he needs to get this lap in. You really don't want to start in the midfield around this track. Burning. Oh, and he's using the soft compound, so he's probably gonna go long in that first stint. Again, they have to use the medium because that's the mandatory one for tonight. Osvaldo sets up purple sector 2 with the soft tires. That's impressive. And of course he's gonna finish the lap in P1 114.8. Again, he's using the soft compound. That is not the softest available tonight. Tonight is the super soft. Now with Ivan Georgiev, who's setting purple sector 1 using the super softs. Just finishing sector 2. Let's wait for live timing to update. 30. That is a very bad sector 2 for Ivan Georgiev. That's gonna make do with his lap. He's probably gonna have to abort it and start again. 2 minutes to go. He has time. Corey Mackey sets purple sector 2. Let's see if he can improve. 6.7 seconds off the pace. Corey Mackey about to finish his lap in P2. P2 for Mackey. 1 second. No, not 1 second. 0.1 from Osvaldo Angelon. Okay, let's watch Ivan Georgiev, who decided to stay out on used tires and aborted the lap. It's gonna go one more time, just like his teammate who just passed by. Ezequiel Montero, championship leader, is in P10, looking to get front starting position here. He moves into P3, 29 thousandths of a second behind Corey Mackey. That puts him in the second row. So Renault, it's locking up the second row. So Sanabria is getting on with the program finally. Very close lap times between P5 all the way down to P8. Not even 2/10 between them. Alright, there's only 55 seconds to go. Drivers are heading out for their final laps. Looks like Argenis Riera is gonna be the first one to start his flyer. It's gonna be followed by Corey Mackey. So this is Argenis' last lap. Okay, Higgins in P9, just improve. Cardoso in P10, trying desperately to improve. Alright, what can Argenis Riera do? Doesn't look like it's gonna beat the top guys here. It's not looking smooth for Argenis. I went really wide there. Alright, so Cardoso is the first man with the checkered flag. P9 for him. Let's see if Riera can improve coming out of the last turn. 4th for Riera. Let's go with oh, Mackey crashed. That's it for Mackey. So Riera splits the Reynolds. Who else is improving? Mackey had a purple sector 2. Where is Ivan Georgiev? Ivan improves. He moves to P4, splitting the Reynolds even further. So still on track is Ezequiel Montero, who had a very slow sector 2. Montero decides to abort the lap, and that means that Osvaldo Angelon is tonight's pole sitter. Let's make sure everybody's finished. This is Ezequiel coming in. Ivan Argenis, Sanabria, Cater. Alright, everybody is in their respective positions. Here are all the cars gonna load, and this is the warm-up session. Here's where we take a quick break, and we'll be back for the formation lap. Alright, back here. Almost time to move into the race session. A few minutes to go. People are practicing their starts. Alright. Time to do this. Alright, there's 20 seconds to go. Cars are probably lining up for the start of this Hungarian Grand Prix. Got a new subscriber, Sam Steffi. Sam Steffi, we miss you dearly in the league. Wish you could be racing with us. Okay, it's time to start the formation lap. Here's your pole sitter. He was Osvaldo Angelon, but he has a 10 grid spot penalty, so he moves into the 10th position. Corey Mackey is gonna start in the front row then. Ezequiel Montero next to him, the two championship contenders next to each other. Third place for Ivan Georgiev. Fourth is for Argenis Riera. Fifth for Alejandro Sanabria. Sixth for Keiter Bautista in the Sauber. He's racing for Benny Facelli, who's away tonight. Sean Higgins in 7th. Otto Acosta in 8th. Jacobo the Pink Panther Cardoso is in 9th. The Wizard of Oz, Osvaldo Angelon, on the soft tires, set pole position but got moved to P10 from a penalty. Aaron Jimenez, his teammate, in P11. Darren Fisher, the Swiss Fish, in P12. Carlos Reina decided to start from the pits. He's in P13. Roberto Shime in 14th. David Carney in P15. Jeff Oppenheim in 16th. Deuce Michael 17th. Jean Cook in 18th. Theodoros Esiroglu is 19th. Richard Haney 20th. Glenn Cooper 21. Tyler Yoon should be starting from the pits. Not sure why he's showing up driving here. He should be in the pits, yeah. Hopefully he's not gonna get disqualified for this. Let's see what happens here. Okay. Formation lap still going on. Alright, here we go. We have to watch this race from the back. Looks like the counter's not starting yet. It's gonna come up eventually. Oh boy. Yeah, those cars might have... Okay, here we go. Smoking... There's a smoking car up front. And Glenn looked like had a false start. Okay, oh my god, more accidents up there. Everybody's smoking. Oof. Engines should be starting to cool off now. So Mackie held his position. Let's turn on the overlays here for the positions. Not sure what happened at the beginning. We'll see the replay later. Alright, let's switch with the guys that were starting from the pits. Looks like they're out. There we go. Acosta is missing a front wing. Not sure why. So there's Mackie starting to pull away, followed by Montero. Sanabria managed to overtake Georgiev at the start. See if we can get another look at the start of the race. Let's do this in slow motion. Oh yeah, Sauber fell asleep. It might have been Gator Bautista. And then an incident there between Bautista and some Red Bull of Aaron Jimenez. Gator speeding Aaron Jimenez out of track. Okay, let's head back live then. If I can find another replay here from Sanabria's pass to. Let's watch the start of Sanabria's start here. It's pretty good. Got a very good launch, overtaking Riera, and then the runoff to turn 1 overtakes Georgiev. Huh, very good job by Sanabria. Okay, so we are back live. No more incidents, hopefully. A lot of cars smoking in that grid. Saying hello to Ruben Miranda, who's just started watching us. Alright, thank you for letting me know. I'm gonna adjust the volume. Let me know if it's any better now. Alright, so there you have the race leader Corey Mackie, almost a second ahead of Ezequiel Montero. Looks like we're gonna have a fight tonight for this victory. It's very early to tell, but it's looking good for Mackie. No issues at the start. He had a horrible one last race. Had to roll all the way back from last place. He made it, I think it was up to 5th or so. Bautista overtaking Glenn Cooper, because Cooper is heading into the pits. Not sure why. Oh, I think that's probably the stop and go penalty or something. Let me check. Yep, might have been clear, hopefully. Seven people watching us. You just missed the start of the race. Nothing eventful this time. Only one Sauber looked like it stopped on track, and Acosta couldn't avoid him and lost the front wing. Roberto Shime overtaking the Swiss Fish. Again, Shime is coming back from a nice vacation he had in Italy. Of course, he lives in Italy, but he decided to travel to the beaches. He's in the top 10 now, finally. Hopefully he's gonna finish in the points. He's coming back live here. So Montero is not falling behind. He's gonna sit and wait for sure. I don't think he's gonna attempt an overtake, even though you can never tell with Montero. Might be saving tires, who knows. Okay, hopefully the audio is better this time. There is an overtake for P3. Georgiev overtaking Sanabria on the second DRS zone. Great move by Georgiev on the inside of turn 3. We go with Mackie again. Plenty of fights going on. This is lap 5. Oh, we have a spin around by Aaron Jimenez. Stepping into the oh, hits the back. Somehow survived. Very strong Red Bull rear wing, but he just retired from the race, so I guess the collision was too hard on that suspension. First retire of the night goes to Aaron Jimenez, the Red Bull. He's gonna be cheering now for Ezequiel Montero in that TeamSpeak channel. Okay, let's go through the running order. We have Corey Mackey leading the race. Let me find a nice view here. Corey Mackey in P1 held his starting position, as well as Ezequiel Montero, who's in P2. Ivan Georgiev just got back his third place from Alejandro Sanabria, who managed to get one spot. Actually 2 spots at the start, but now dropped 1. Argenis Riera still in 5. Sean Higgins got a position there, he's in 6th. Jacobo Cardoso got 2 places, he started from P9, he's in P7 now, chasing Sean Higgins. In 8th spot we have Theodoros Esiroglu, who started in 19th spot. That was a great start by Theodoros. 9th for David Carney, he started in 15. 10th for Roberto Shime, who started the race in 14th, again gained 4 spots. Oh, Acosta, there's a spinner by Riera. See if something happened here. Yeah, Riera losing places. Everybody overtake him, and he's probably gonna quit the race now, waiting for traffic to come by and before we're joining. So Riera drops into 12th. Scar is smoking now. We are live. Okay, so Shimi's in 9th now because he overtook Riera. Swiss Fish, Darren Fisher is starting 12th, he's in 10th. Carlos Reina, who started from the pits, is in now 11th spot. Riera dropped a couple places with that spinning. Tyler Yoon also started from the pit lane, he's in P13. Jeff Oppenheim, he started in 16th, he's in now 14th. Deuce Michaels in 15, he started 17th, again gaining a couple spots. Richard Haney from 20th to 16th, gaining 4 spots. Angelone from P10, he's dropped to P17. So Angelone must have had a collision at the start. Acosta as well, he's supposed to be 8th, now he's in 18th. We saw what happened to him, lost the front wing. Captain Cook in 19th, he started in 18th, he actually lost a place. Glenn Cooper, last car on the field, he's in P20th, because we just had a retirement from Cater Bautista. Destroyed his car. Let's find out that replay. This corner is unforgiving. Oh boy, that was a massive crash. out of the race. Alright, let's go back up front. Leaders are already lapping. Let's see. John Cook is next. Cook is moving out of the way. Tyler Yoon is showing off track. Probably had a collision. Let's find out what happened to Tyler. Oh yeah, it's hit the wall, and I think it destroyed his suspension because that steering wheel didn't look straight. Yeah. Yeah, I think he has to park the car. That won't get fixed. Trying to make it into the pits, but it won't be fixed. So in the meantime, Clint Cooper overtook Captain Cook. Now David Carney had a spin. Oh boy, that was lag. Lag collision there. Let's have another look at that one. Yeah, that's lag. I'm just hoping that, yeah, he retired. Carney just retired from the race. That's 3 retirements already, and soon to be 4, because that Toro Rosso will not be fixed. Let's go back with battle up front. It's now 2 seconds the difference between these two, Corey Mackey and Ezekiel Montero. Sanabria is falling behind. He's 11 seconds off the leader. Angelone just overtook Deuce Michaels, who's not putting much of a resistance there. Different strategies. Okay. I need to see if the audio is working fine. Let me have another look at this. It seems okay. Maybe he meant the engine was too low. Okay, let's continue here with the show. Angeloon, it looks like Yoon's still racing. He might retire this time around. Or no, that looks like the suspension is fixed. Maybe he got a speeding penalty or something. Changing tires, Tyler Yoon. Again, back up front. .3 between Riera. Just made the pass on Fisher. DRS zone. Turn 1, that's the place to do it here. Oh, that's drifting style. Any other fights going on? Looks like Angelone is approaching Richard Haney for 12th. This is probably Angelone's last race of the year because he's moving to Europe. So we'll miss him and wish to have him back next year, hopefully. It's gonna be tough with the schedule, but we'll see. We have 2 European drivers participating tonight. That's Theodoros Esiroglu in the Mercedes, he's in Greece. And the second one is Roberto Shime in the SimRacingHub F1 team, he's in Italy. So both drivers racing early in the morning. We got a spin by Deuce Michaels. That chicane is unforgiving. No traffic coming in, rejoin safely. So lap 13 of 70. Long race this one. This is probably gonna go at the hour and 40 something minutes probably. Nothing much happening. We got 19 cars still on track. Tyler June somehow survived that and is still driving. It's being lapped though. Let's see how it goes this time. Fisher is about to lap Yoon, so let's go with Darren. They both lap him without issues. So Cardoso is almost there with Higgins. Keep an eye on the Pink Panther, Jacobo Cardoso. Costa going a little bit off track. Yes. Cuts the chicane. Reina has overtaken Fisher. Braking point at turn 1. And also Angelone has overtaken Richard Haney for P12. Here's a replay of that. Again, turn 1. I'm gonna try to do my best here, guys. I know this is not the most exciting race of the year, but we have to go on with the show. Fight to watch, I would say, is this one, because up front is 2 seconds difference between Mackie and Montero. Still no pit stops from anybody in the top 10. Trying to adjust the screen here. Might need to lock this one. There we go. It's locked now. Alright, here we go. Let's move this a little bit to the left. We'll get more room to see the race. Much better, hopefully. Not much still happening there. Montero had an off track. How big was that? Let's see. Nah, nothing major. Not even sure what happened there. Cardoso losing ground to Higgins. See if there's any interesting fights going on. Roberto Shime might be getting close to Siroglu. Those two drivers might be in the same team after the break. Mackie showing off track again, same place where... Oh, that's because he's going into the pits. Corey Mackie. Let's stick with that. Let's watch this pit stop. Right at the last second there, hitting the pit limiter. Switching to medium tires. It's gonna be a long stint here for Corey Mackie. He's gonna rejoin the race. He's now in 3rd place. So right ahead of Alejandro Sanabria. Will it be enough? Yes, it will. Sanabria can't get enough speed coming down the straight to overtake Mackie. And let's go back live. Okay, so everybody's overtaking Riera, that because he's in the pits. Argenis Riera coming out with new set of super soft tires. So here's your provisional leader, Ezequiel Montero. Just coming in the pits. Ezequiel, let's see. And Georgiev is right behind him. See what happens here. I guess the 3rd car to follow would be Corey Mackie. Where is he? He's in the main straight. Let's see where he comes out. Yes, looks it's gonna be easy for Mackie. Mackie looking strong on this one. 2nd place, Ezequiel Montero. And Sanabria is in 3rd. The battle for the team's championship is heating up if it ends this way. Higgins, Cardoso, Ivan Georgiev coming out in 6th. So next driver to come in, I think is gonna be Sanabria. So Sanabria still without a stop. Higgins, Cardoso also with no stops. That's from your top 5. Holding on Higgins, who also doesn't have a pit stop, so we might get to see some strategy change here. Either Yoon going off track, again heading into the pits very slowly. Not sure what's happening with Tyler going that slow in the pits. Riera is off track. Oh yeah, that's horrible lag. Alright, so there is Sanabria in the pits from 3rd. He's now 6th, starting to drop places. So 19 cars still running. Sanabria comes out in 8th. He's falling behind. Now let's see if he can catch up to Cardoso probably. Okay, Cardoso and Higgins is in 3rd spot. I really hope he finishes high tonight. He needs a good result to boost his morale. The man has had so much bad luck throughout the past 2 years, I would say. He's probably gonna head into the pits very soon. Although he's using the soft compound. Jeff Oppenheim in the pits. And he's staying out. Higgins. How about Cardoso? Cardoso is coming in. Pink Panther with that front left very worn. Soft tires coming out. So medium tires coming in. Medium tires for the Pink Panther Cardoso. Drops into 8th. Cardoso's just behind Sanabria, so he's gaining places. Next up is probably gonna be Higgins. Higgins is quite good at managing the tires. .5 seconds is the difference up front. Higgins staying out for one more lap. Meanwhile, there's traffic ahead for the front runners. Let's watch this. Jeff Oppenheim needs to move out of the race line at corner exit, so this is a tricky place to do this. Alright, so here's where you should move. Don't do it here. Very difficult track to let people by. Cook has spun around. See what happened to the captain. Captain Cook has had very little practice coming into the race, but nothing serious there, just a minor spin. He's back in, still running in 18th spot, not the last place so far. Alright, back with front runner Ezequiel Montero and Corey Mackey. We might do another replay of this race through Facebook. So if you hear this again, this race is not live. We are just broadcasting it again. Next time you hear this, of course. Tonight is live. This is July 26th. It's 10:33 p.m. on the East Coast. Okay, Teodoros got overtaken because he's in the pits. See what fight we have. We have Roberto Shime getting close to Darren Fisher for the last point scoring position. There is Esiroglu. Oh, this is a tricky situation here. Esiroglu coming out of the pits. There's contact between Shime and Fisher. Don't know if Fisher liked that. Let's watch that one again. And now Shime is chasing Esiroglu, who has fresh tires, fresh set of soft tires. Glenn Cooper spinning. Oh, that's last corner exit. Oh my god, I've seen that before. I think it happened last year to Corey Mackey towards the end of the race, if I remember correctly. That's the worst possible place to do that, because now you have to do an entire lap at the Hungarian without a front wing. That is really slow. Meanwhile, Ivan Georgiev overtaking Higgins on track, because Higgins still hasn't stopped. He might start losing ground now with those worn soft tires. We're back live here. Two people watching. this live event. That is how boring this race is going. 24 laps, approaching midpoint. He's still out. I'm surprised. This is gonna cost him. I mean, previous lap time from Higgins at 1:19.8. He's over a second slower than Corey Mackey, who has a fast lap with a 17.7. So now he's gonna find himself in traffic. Sean Higgins. Angelone has spun. Oh boy. Spins the car, but does not hit anything. He can't continue the race normally. Okay. Angelone in P11. Not too bad after that start. Okay, let's see if Higgins stops on this one. Nope. Any other fights going on? It's 1.2 seconds the difference up front. It's gonna start heating up quite soon. Once he gets into DRS range, it's gonna be hard to defend. So Mackey has 2 victories this year. Montero has 7. So he's on his way to a successful defense of his championship crown last year. .3 is not getting closer, and they're on different strategies because Montero is using the super soft, so Mackey is using the slower tire and he's keeping distance there. Not as fast as Montero, but still not too slow either, only 2/10 off. But now Montero is less than a second in, which means next time they go into the DRS detection point, it's gonna be enabled. See if there's any change here. Different strategy. Maybe Mack is not gonna fight it too much. Might be going long with this one and then putting a set of soft tires later on. This is lap 26. Still a long way to go. Let's go with Montero on board. He is within DRS range. That flap is gonna open. Let's see. It is open. On board with Montero. Nope, he didn't get too close. Okay, still less than a second between these two. Nothing much happening elsewhere. This is the fight to watch. They already lap up to P13. That's Oro Acosta. Now there was a pass by Angelone. He overtook Carlos Reina. DRS is open. Makes the pass at turn 1. Cardoso off track might be... oh boy. It's never good when you see... oh my goodness, I can't believe that. Cardoso just got disconnected from the race. After being in 6th spot, that is horrible news for Cardoso. Ah, that's sad. See if he can rejoin the race, because he already lapped at least up to P12, but he needs to be very quick rejoining. Let's see. I hate it when that happens. He was doing very good and now Cardoso finds himself out of the race. He has rejoined. Let's see. Let's see if he can come out and grab a point somehow out of this. Okay, waiting to come out, Cardoso. Okay, here he goes. Not the end of the world. Again, he lost a lot of points because he was running in 6th. He's now 17th, not last. Has a long way to go now. Oh my god. He's gonna be very pissed. Costa off track. Hopefully that's not a game crash. Yes, he touched the grass. Flies again. Okay, back up front. Oh, actually there's an overtake. Angelone overtaking Fisher for P9 or P8? P9. Nice pass by Osvaldo Angelone, the Wizard of Oz. Maki leading the race. Montero is in 2nd place. This is lap 30. Not even halfway point yet. 12 seconds behind is Ivan Georgiev in the other Ferrari. Then is Alejandro Sanabria in the Renault. So we got a fight here between the two constructors that are fighting for the team's championship, Ferrari and Renault, locking up the top 4 positions. Higgins is in 5th. Great result so far for him. Finally pitted. Argenis Riera bouncing back. 6th is Teodoro Esiroglu is in 7th. Roberto Shime 8th. These are the 2 European drivers driving from Europe. Osvaldo Angelone in 9th. Darren Fisher is 10th. Locking up the last point scoring position. Right next to him is Carlos Reina trying to get some points for Force India after that disconnection from Cardoso. Acosta is in 12th. Richard Haney 13. This Williams teams looks pretty much like the real one. 14th for Jeff Oppenheim. Deuce Michaels is in 15th. Glenn Cooper 17th. And Cardoso is right there trying to catch, unlap himself, I think, from Richard Haney. Yes, it is. Tough task ahead for Cardoso. John Cook is in 18th. And the last car on track is Tyler Yoon in 19th spot. Back up front. 1.4 seconds the difference between Mackie and Montero. If you're just joining the race, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. That helps grow our community. And if you haven't followed our Facebook page, please do that as well. /SimRacingHub. Our Twitter handler is @SimRacingHub as well, so follow us, please. Thank you. Reina overtaking Fischer's a three-way fight heading into turn 1. I think Glenn Cooper is a lap behind. Ivan Georgiev has overtaken Montero because Montero is in the pits. And he came out with a fresh set of medium tires. Different strategies, these two, than Mackie and Montero. Mackie has been with those tires for a good 10 laps, I would say. Angelon overtaking Theodoros Esiroglu. Sector 3. Yeah, this is another good place to do it, but can't overcook it because you go long. So Angelon is rowing his way back. He's now in 7th after going almost dead last on that start. Somebody's in the pits. That's Darren Fischer. Fischer coming out, fresh set of soft tires, yellow banded tires. And there's Ivan Georgiev lapping him. No issues whatsoever. So the two Ferraris hold the front two running order or running positions. Corey Mackie and Ivan Georgiev. Next up is Ezequiel Montero, who just pitted. New set of medium tires. Probably gonna be good for probably lap 50 or so. And Denis Sanabria in the other Renault. So 2 Ferraris, 2 Renaults. That's the top 4. Next up is Sean Higgins, having a great race. He's in 5th. I really hope nothing happens to him. 6th for Argenis Riera. Angelon is in 7th. Theodoros Esiroglu 8th. Roberto Shime is 9th, and 10th is Carlos Reina. Let's have another look at Cardoso, who's trying to gain some ground, the ground that he lost during this disconnection. He's in P17 and his next car is 30 seconds ahead, but he's going very fast. So Cardoso, well, I doubt that he's gonna get in the points, but he's fighting, gotta give it to him. Fastest lap of the race, Ezequiel Montero, 17.5 with the medium tires. Off track by Tyler Yoon, chasing down Acosta. Not sure what that maneuver was by Acosta. Let's have a look at that one again. I don't think Acosta was. No, Acosta. Yeah, that's what happens when you open the DRS. Tyler was a lap behind. Not sure what that was. Okay, let's see. Higgins, Riera is getting close to Higgins now. Argenis Riera trying to get a good result here after having a lot of disconnections. Again, he's in Peru now. New country for him, new equipment, new internet connection as well. Tyler Yoon off track, probably coming into the pits. Yes, he is. This would be Tyler's fourth pit stop of the night. Back with this. Let's go on board with Argenis Riera. It's gonna get interesting soon. There is traffic ahead for Higgins. Let's see if that plays a role in this fight for P4. It's Jeff Oppenheim right ahead. Don't think he's gonna do anything crazy, Jeff. And we have a spin by Sanabria. That is bad news for Team Renault. Oh, that wasn't too bad actually. Good save by Sanabria there. Let's go back live. Sanabria's in 6th spot now. He also did another stop. So he just stopped and he spun the tires already. That's not good for Sanabria if this is a long stint. Alright, meanwhile, let's go on board again with Argenis Riera, chasing down Sean Higgins. Okay, lap 37, that means we are past midpoint of this race. It's 10:52 on the East Coast. Let's see the time difference between these two drivers, just half a second. So Argenis Riera is within the DRS zone. It's just very difficult to get passed by if the other car has a good top speed. So Montero is now 20 seconds behind Corey Mackey on a different strategy. Let's see what happens towards the end. Not sure if Montero is going to be doing 2 more stops or what's the plan with Mackey. We'll see. It's 20 seconds, that's the difference. 19.4. Last lap from Montero was a 17.8 while Mackey did a 18.3. Yeah, this is gonna get interesting soon. Very close now, Riera from Higgins. See if we can get. Oh, I just had the view. There it is. They ran down into turn 1. So Riera has good speed in the inside of the circuit, but when it comes to the top speed on that front straight, he's not having it, even with the DRS open. So he must be running low wings. Oh! Where did Riera go? Oh my god, he disappeared completely. Let's keep an eye on our Janice Riera. Don't want a lag related collision with Higgins. Let's see, Riera has 1 stop, Higgins has 1 stop. Wonder if they're in similar strategies. Let's stay with this one. Acosta overtaking Reina because Reina is in the pits. So did Fisher. Back with this fight. Meanwhile, Cardoso is 19 seconds behind Cooper. So if he gets by Cooper, it's gonna be a nice fight. Up to 13th or so. It's going quick, Cardoso. Sanabria spinning. Sanabria was in 7th. Montero says, oh, that was a very bad spin by Sanabria. He's cooking those medium tires. He probably needs to change them at this point. Sanabria dropping now for Reynolds. They were doing good at the beginning of the race. Not anymore. Now Michael spins his car right behind Sanabria. I think he's done that tonight already. It's a current fight to watch. Higgins and Argenis Riera. Let's fight for P4. Argenis Riera last lap was a 1:18.6. Higgins did a 1:18.7. They're neck and neck. But Riera can't find a way to pass the Haas driver. Have to keep an eye on him because he was lagging badly. Looks stable again. Meanwhile with Higgins, there's the lag again from Riera. You just saw the car. See, Riera just can't get close to Higgins in the main straight. Lap 41. Let's take a moment here and see if we can go over the current running order in the championship standings. Let you know if anything happens with this fight. So far we have Ezequiel Montero leading the championship. He's 37 points ahead of Corey Mackey. Then is Ivan Georgiev, 78 points behind his teammate in 3rd. Richard Walcott is 4, Osvaldo Angelon is 5th, Benny Fachel is 6, Keiter Bautista is 7, Darren Fisher is 8, Jacobo Cardoso 9, Ben Bocat is 10, Richard Haney is 11th. On the team side we have Ferrari leading by 25 points over Renault, and 3rd place is Mercedes AMG. They are the best of the rest. Okay, we go back. Back live here. Yeah, I just read the email, the comment from Steffi saying that my voice is fine, but the cars are quiet. Yeah, this is a fine point here. I wanna try a little bit louder. You let me know if it's any better. gets to a point where you can't hear me at all, especially on the in the onboard shots. So Cooper overtook Deuce Michaels. That was a pit pass. Sanabria spinning around once again. He's gonna get a letter or a phone call from the Renault bosses. He was doing good the first half of the race, now he's just falling apart. Let's see if we have any other interesting fights going on. Looks like this is the only one. Cardoso is 3 seconds behind Deuce Michaels. That's for P16. Hopefully Cardoso doesn't get another disconnection. 19 cars still running. That is surprising. Now this is one track where you need a big radiator duct, and it's a hot track as well. It's 33 degrees so far. So you need the highest brake duct available, otherwise your engine is gonna be overheating. It looks like these two won't change positions unless there's a pit stop or something. Higgins is finding himself through some traffic ahead. Haney is up ahead of him. So P8 all the way down to last car. They are a lap behind. Very quick front tour runners this night. Corey Mackey and Ivan Georgiev. Different strategies again. We'll see what happens. Maybe they switch into the medium tires for another long stint. Curious to see what Montero does. He has 2 stops already. So I look at the current leader, Corey Mackey. And back with this fight again. Traffic might play a role into this fight. Let's see if Haney has to move out of the way soon. Let's watch the onboard from Higgins. So Ivan Georgiev just set the fastest lap of the race, 17.4. Very close lap times up front. The fastest lap from Corey Mackey is a 7. Oh, Corey Mackey is actually in the pits now. He's in 3rd now. Let's see if he's using. No, he's going with the soft. And this is lap 46. I wonder if he's gonna go the distance with this tire. So here's your new race leader, Ivan Georgiev for Ferrari. Might be pitting in soon. See, Corey came out right in between traffic. I believe so. Or nah, actually no. He has a clean road. Costa was ahead, but not gonna be an issue. Okay, let's see if Georgiev pits on this one. Seem to be running a similar strategy. They really want to finish 1-2. course, Ivan Georgiev, your 91 Ferrari. No, he's staying out. His teammate is catching traffic. Looks like Tyler Yoon is just ahead. Actually, it's Glenn Cooper. So next race is gonna be August 23rd from the famous Spa-Francorchamps. We're gonna go in a long break. This is the usual summer break. We might be doing a special event during this break. Might be a Sunday, we'll see. So if you're watching this race and if you're interested in participating in one of our races, just stay tuned, come to our website, visit us. We might be doing an endurance race, we'll see. We have yet to figure out what to do. My tentative date for that event, I would say, is August 12th. So mark your calendars and visit our forums to stay informed. Okay, Glenn Cooper moving out of the way. That's the way to do it. No crazy things, heartbreaking and on the race line or anything like that. Okay, let's look at this lap time from Corey Mackey. Mackey is gonna set, let's see, fastest lap of the race, 1:17.2, and he's now leading the race because Ivan Georgiev is just coming out of the pits. New set of soft tires, and he's coming into traffic with Tyler Yoon, who was quite difficult last time to lap. So let's see how Tyler moves out of the way. Hopefully he won't break in the race line. There we go, that's the way. So like I was saying, this special event, maybe we're gonna have some prizes given away. So again, if you're interested, just visit our website www.simracinghub.com and register, just join our forums and stay tuned. We're gonna be starting this discussion probably this weekend. John Cook has spun his car. He was in 18th spot. This is usually the place where that happens. Luckily, it didn't break the rear wing. Backing his way. Oh my god, heading into traffic. Good thing he moved. There's another spinning by Deuce Michaels at the same spot once again. He's really having difficulties in the chicane. Costa got overtaken because he just pitted the race. Michaels decided to park the car. That's enough for that Haas. Cook also retired from the race, so we have two retirements so far in the same lap. That's another crash. That's it for Captain Cook. He is now cooked. Angelon overtaking Riera. That means there's no more fights between Riera and Higgins. I'm still concerned about Riera's connection. Let's watch that again. Let's see. Argenis Riera rejoins in 5th. Well, this might be a strategic move by Riera to overtake Higgins through a pit rotation. So Higgins is going very long on that stint. Let's see. Is he gonna pit this time? We'll see. It's approaching last turn. So here is the pit entry. Higgins is staying out. Meanwhile, Cardoso is trying to unlap himself, catching Higgins. Higgins is yeah, 1 lap ahead. So 5 retirements so far out of 22 cars on this difficult track. Not too bad. This is lap 50. We have 20 laps to go. It's 11:10 p.m. on the East Coast. Switch back to Higgins. It's probably gonna be the race of the season for Higgins. Ivan Georgiev, fastest lap, the first man to break into the 116 with a 116.9. Ferrari looking really strong for this race. They might get a 1-2 finish unless Montero has something under his sleeve. So Steffi, when are you coming back to racing with us? Just let us know, man. We want to see you back. Somebody needs to beat Montero. Angelo now sets the fastest lap of the race, 116.8. Right, so it looks like the strategies are starting to converge here towards this last stint of the race. Let's see how Cardoso can unlap himself from Sean Higgins. This is gonna be difficult because Sean is on worn tires. Yeah, let's see how this goes. Hopefully there's no contact between these two. Keep it clean. Yeah, Cardoso is much quicker now. Let's see, this last lap for Cardoso was a 117 point. There's Higgins heading into the pits. Let's watch that pit stop. Very good job by Higgins. He's in 4th. Let's see if Riera can leapfrog him. New set of soft tires. Now, where is Argenis Riera? Main straight, so Riera's gonna take the pass. I think Higgins, took those medium tires for too long, and now he's paying the price. Had to pit earlier. Angelone is in 5th, and back there is Sean Higgins, fresh tires. Let's see what he can do. This is still a good result for him, especially since his season hasn't gone too well. Oppenheim is in the pits, coming out. Super soft in. Alright, so your current race leader, Ezequiel Montero. Lots of action happening because Chime and Fisher are in the pits. Chime is coming out in 11th. Meanwhile, Fisher is just coming out. He's in 12th. Where is Cardoso? 16th. Cardoso is 19 seconds behind 15th spot by Jeff Oppenheim. Everybody's rooting for Glenn Cooper. Still racing. Wish we could see him more often here. The league needs that shiny head of Glenn Cooper. So next race in a month or so, we're gonna get, hopefully we're gonna get Matt Harto back after his long recovery from that wrist surgery. He's been going through rehabilitation. Hopefully we're gonna see him back. He told me he's gonna be practicing throughout the break, so looking forward to watching Harto race again. Another one that's gonna be back is Danny Corrivo. Not sure if you remember him, but he was part of the winter series. He actually managed to get a permanent seat, but had some hardware issues with his video card, and that forced him out of the start of the season. So basically he lost the seat to Benny Facelli, but we'll see what happens. Maybe he gains it back later on. Not with Sauber, I doubt, but maybe with some other team. We'll see. Acosta overtaking Esiroglu. Esiroglu goes very long into turn 1. Nice pass there by Oro Acosta. Fight for 9th. Now, we'll see what happens with these two drivers. Let's switch back to that. Is this a three-way? Yes, it is a three-way fight. That's what we want to see. Switching to the helicopter view. There we go. Not too many obstacles here. This might get you dizzy. Actually, I'm going to switch out of this camera because it's just confusing. Oh my god. Yeah, this is the fight to watch, guys. Esiroglu, Acosta and Carlos Reina. Esiroglu trying really hard. Needs to keep it clean though. So Acosta managed to pass Esiroglu and Reina. Good move by OTTO. Lap 56 and Montero still hasn't pitted yet, so I'm not sure what the strategy is. He's only 1 second ahead of Corey Mackey with fresh tires. I should be switching to that fight quite soon, guys. It's 1.8 seconds difference. If he gets under a second, I'll switch to that one. Meanwhile, Esiroglu is hunting down Carlos Reina in the Pink Force India. DRS is open on the outside of turn 1. Can get it done. There's another DRS zone here. He's gonna get the inside line towards turn 3, and of course there's a collision between the two. I am sure that's gonna be reported. That was a little bit rough. Watch slowly. Well, I think Siroglu had the inside line already, so whatever that move from Reina, nope. I think it was clean, actually. That's just my opinion. Don't know what you guys think. It looked rough at the beginning, but then Teodoros had the inside line anyways. Nah, I don't think it's Teodoros' fault. Alright, so Teodoros is in 9th and Acosta is just moving up front. Meanwhile, the fight for the lead between Montero with very worn medium tires and Corey Mackey with a fresh set of softs. I doubt that Montero is going to be able to last the remaining laps. He needs to go 13 laps on those mediums, and this track is not soft on the tires. There we go, let's see. Mackey's last lap 118.1, Montero's 118.6. Right behind is Ivan Georgiev with a 17.1. I think Montero has decided to stay out, and maybe he realized the strategy might not work that well. If he pits now, he's gonna lose 2 spots because Ivan is just behind Mackey, just 7 seconds behind the leader. So any move from Montero, that means dropping from the lead all the way down to 3rd. And that's about it, because next car is Argenis Riera and he's 72 seconds behind. It's almost a lap down already. This These three cars are going way too fast for the rest. Alright, let's watch some on board from Corey Mackey. What do you guys think? You think he's gonna be able to do the pass at the end? He has fresher tires. I think he might be able to do it. Montero needs to go in the pit like now. Otherwise he's gonna have to stick with those mediums till the last lap. It doesn't look like he's gonna pit, so I'm surprised Montero is going this way. He knows it's gonna be really rough to defend against fresh tires. There's Mackey already right on his gearbox. And here comes the second DRS zone. This is for the lead, guys. This is gonna get intense soon. Montero has no tires to defend. He knows it. Lap 59 is way too late for Montero now. And now he's finding traffic ahead with his teammate. Hopefully there's no team orders here, you know, telling Sanabria to delay the Ferrari there. Just move out of the way, let the two guys decide this on track. Don't do anything crazy. Back on board. Angelone and Riera are having a fight. Oh, that's because Riera had another huge lag. Less than a second between these two. Let's see if Mackey can get enough top speed here to make the pass. Nope, he needs a clean exit on this one and try to get the inside line towards turn 3. Didn't get it this time. Boy, this is getting intense. Lap 60. Set at 10 laps to go. I'll be surprised if Montero can hold Corey Mackey with those medium tires. Switch to the rear view here. There we go. Chart fin. Now, is this gonna be more interesting than the real race on Sunday? We'll see. I have a feeling this one is gonna be more interesting. Hungary is usually a boring race. It's a fun track to drive though, but to watch is not the best. Montero trying everything, moving from inside to the outside. Not sure if Mac is gonna complain about blocking. I don't think he's blocking anyone yet. Let's keep an eye on board. That's the best way to see this. So who's gonna end up winning? Just post your comments in the chat. I'm placing my bets on Corey Mackey towards the final few laps when those mediums start to give away. Now here's the other thing that can happen. Maybe those soft tires from Mackey start dropping performance and he has to settle for second. These two drivers know the tires really well, so there's a small window where you have to make the move. Otherwise, you have to settle for what you have. Again, more from Riera and Angelone. Riera, this one seems legitimate. Some contact between the two. I don't think Riera is gonna be too happy about that one. Let's watch it again. Yes, wheel to wheel. Alright. Two Latinos racing. Usually that's what happens. Car Cardoso 6 seconds behind Cooper in 16. So if any of you are interested to buy the new Fanatec direct drive wheelbase, we have the link in our description here. If you make any purchases through that link in the Fanatec website, we get commission out of it. And again, we are a non-profit community. We depend on those to pay our services. So any contribution is helpful. We also have donation links on our website, so feel free to visit and chime in. Alright, Corey's getting very close. Oh my god, Montero is so hard to overtake. I'm gonna stay with the onboard camera. I need to see if there's any changing lines from Montero. He's been moving away and in the front straight. Lap 63. Ivan has been catching his teammate. Of course, he's not gonna make any moves, but it's a good race so far for Ferrari. And Sanabria dropped the ball, otherwise it would have been probably a 1-4 for Renault, which is not bad either. Oof, look how close Mack is getting. He really needs a good exit on this one. This is where you need to be really close when the DRS opens. Yeah, he's losing ground on that exit. Let's see. DRS is open, still is Montero is still far. I don't know if he moves all the way again. Oh! Oh! Contact between the two. Nothing serious. I think Montero lost his braking point on that turn 1. Six laps. I don't know how Montero is gonna be able to hold Mackie here. To be honest, those tires are just giving away. Don't remember when was the last stop Montero did, but it was a while ago. You can tell, you see the oversteering coming out of the turns. That car doesn't look stable. Montero must be fighting with it a lot. Oh, that looks weird. Don't know if the lag is coming from here or what. Oh. Something happened. That's it. Yep. That is the pass. Mackie finally made it. Let's have another look at that one from the outside. Montero says he got close. He got shut down. Nah, I don't think. What's that? Mackie's holding his line. I don't know where Montero is going in there. Look at that. Anyways, I'm sure that's gonna be reviewed. But so far, your new race leader is Corey Mackie. Second place, Ezequiel Montero. Is gonna break his winning streak. Montero has won the previous 5 races. So Mackie trying to get some points back from the Argentinian. So what do you guys think about that pass? I'll show it one more time. Is that? Let me show it again. And once again, on board. On board from Mackie. Nah, I don't think it was rough. And on board from... oh. Sorry about that. Let's see, on board from Montero. Nah. Actually, I think the previous moves from Montero on the main straight were a bit suspicious, though. I'm sure Mike is gonna have something to say about that, because he kept moving from right to left. 4 laps to go. Your new race leader, Corey Mackey, trying to get some points back. He's gonna reduce the lead by 7 points if it ends this way. He's gonna end the first half of the season 30 points behind Ezequiel Montero, defending champion. He had to try everything. I think it was a clean pass in my opinion. He just took the line, held his place, and Montero found himself in no man's land. Meanwhile, Cardoso overtakes Jeff Oppenheim for 15th spot. We have a spinner by Reina. Whoa! Reina was in 12th. I think that's gonna be retirement for Reina. Although it looks like it's gonna continue, but that car is probably really broken. So there's Montero, and Ivan Georgiev is how far behind? Yes, way too far behind. He's in 3rd. Angelon is in 4th. Would have loved to see what he would have been able to do, adding he started from P10. Argenis Riera in 5th and Sean Higgins in 6th. That's great. Lap 68, Sanabria is in 7th. So Ferrari is going to extend their championship lead if it ends this way. Acosta is in 8th. Remember, he lost his front wing at the start. Theodoros Esiroglu in 9th and 10th for Roberto Shime. Those are the point scoring positions. Out of the points is Darren Fisher, Richard Haney, Carlos Reina, Clint Cooper, Jacobo Cardoso, the Pink Panther, Jeff Oppenheim, and Tyler Yoon. The rest have retired from the race. Lap 68. On with Corey Mackey here. Cardoso now overtaking Cooper. So he's 14th. I'm pretty sure he's fuming inside that Pink Force India, because he was running up front in P5, something like that, before the disconnection. So Cardoso needs to figure out what's going on with his connection that's hindering his good results. He has the speed, he just needs to have the equipment to finish the races. Back life, lap 69. One more to go. Cooper is off track. What happened to Glynn? That's not a good sign, going that slow. Something must have happened to him. Not sure what. Anyways, I think Higgins is gonna find himself catching Cooper soon. So the fastest lap is going to Ivan Georgiev, 1:16.6. Fastest guy on track. That red Ferrari. Okay, so Higgins is just lapping Cooper. No issues there. Meanwhile, Corey Mackey is starting the last lap of the race. That was a bad strategy from Montero. He had to pit way before, put a new set of probably soft tires or super softs. He lost too much time with those worn mediums, ended up costing him the victory. Say whatever he wants to say. I'm sure he's gonna complain that he got shot at the braking zone, but nope. I don't think so. I think in fact he was moving way too much at the main straight, making it very oh, Cooper had to retire. It's another, well, that was a nice job regardless. 66 laps for Glynn. So final turn here for Corey Mackey, who's about to win his 3rd race of the season. Last time he won a race was in Spain. So there is your race winner, Corey Mackey. Excellent job. See if we can pull him in. Hey Corey, congratulations, you are live on YouTube. Don't know if he can speak, but yes, well done.
Hey, good race.
Well done, man. Nice pass. I'm not sure if Ezekiel was doing too much weaving at the main straight, but good job, man.
Thank you. Good race. Tough one. I'm sweating.
Yeah. All right, I'll move you back. There it is. Ezekiel Montero in 2nd place. 3rd place is Ivan Georgiev. So Ferrari gets a double podium finish, extending the lead in the championship. 4th for Osvaldo Angelone and 5th spot for Sean Higgins. What happened to Argenis Riera towards the end? Let's see if we can finish, or we can find what happened to Riera. Not sure why he's showing. Maybe he had a speeding penalty or something. Anyways, Higgins is in 5th, Argenis Riera 6th, Sanabria 7th, Acosta 8th. Esiroglu still not done. Actually, he is done. He's in 9th, and last on the points is Roberto Shime. There are the donuts from Corey. Okay, so let's go over the finish order here quickly. Let's see. So here you have it, your race winner, Corey Mackey, 13 seconds ahead of Ezekiel Montero in 2nd place. Ivan Georgiev is in 3rd. Osvaldo Angelone finished the race in 4th. Great comeback from having to, I think, pit early, dropping down to 18th spot. Sean Higgins is in 5th. Argenis Riera 6th. Alejandro Sanabria 7th. Oro Acosta 8th. Theodoros Esiroglu 9th. Roberto Shimi 10th. Out of the points we have Darren Fisher in 11th, then Richard Haney 12th, Carlos Reina is 13th, Jacobo Cardoso 14th, Jeff Oppenheim is 15th. Glynn Cooper had brake failure, that's why he was going slow in the chicane. Probably went too low on the brake duct. He finished in 16th. Tyler Yoon in 17th, 6 laps down. Then all the retirements, one from Deuce Michaels in 18th, Young Cook in 19th. David Carney 21st for Keiter Bautista, and last car is Aaron Jimenez. So we're gonna go on a 4-week break. I was saying we might be doing a special event during this time. We're gonna be opening registrations hopefully in a week or so. Once we decide what we're gonna do, we may get a prize to the winners. So if you're interested, visit our website www.simracinghub.com. Looking forward to that event. So it's been a pleasure being with you tonight. I was all alone. It was a pretty long race for me, so thank you for watching. Next one is Spa-Francorchamps on August 23rd. So long guys.